So Mike, what are the concerns if we don't have adequate pressure? Yesterday we had a discussion. You said that we were close to being too low. So if we are too low, what is the impact on the system and maybe the quality of the DI water?
So what will happen is right now your chemical feeders are set up for the pressures that you have right now. But when we're in regeneration, okay, I'm flowing 30 GPM in my cation for backwash, your pressure is going down to like 8 PSI. And then you're trying to send water out to service, you only have 8 GPM or 8 PSI trying to get it down there, and it's just not enough. The other thing what it's going to cause is, say I'm in service, you're flowing 15 GPM and your pressure's dropped. I go into regeneration, it can cause regeneration issues because right now it's set, these pumps are set for the pressure that's coming in. But when you have lower pressure, these pumps are going to basically pump more chemical in than you're supposed to. The best thing to do is have a constant pressure all the time, maintain whether you're in service or not in service. That way you have a constant regeneration. That way you're not putting more chemical in. Because right now, like I said, I'm set up for the pressure that we have. So right now you're flowing at 2 GPM, you have 40 PSI. When you're flowing at 15 GPM, it probably dropped down a little bit. I think yesterday it was at 20. It drops down pretty fast. But if you're sending water, you're in regeneration, sending water down, you'll go down to probably 6 to 8 PSI. You might not get water down to where you want it to be. You might not have enough oomph to get it down to the end point where you want to be. That's the biggest concern I have. You're not going to get consistent regenerations, and you're not going to get the water down to surface. So,
If you could spitball a number on how much the acid consumption would increase because of that.
It could almost double.
Oh, and what's the cost per gallon? 2 something.
So instead of 48 gallons, you could put in. You probably only have one drum, but then you run it dry. But like your caustic, say your caustic is probably more expensive, maybe. Yeah. Instead of 18 gallons, you could put in 36 gallons. That's the type of thing. Because these pumps you're giving it so much air, okay? The air pressure is regulated off of the inlet pressure and then these regulators here. So it's going to be constant no matter what the water pressure is, okay? What the water pressure is, it doesn't make a difference. I have it set for yesterday's water pressure to that operation. So if you had a constant 50 PSI, you would have to make adjustments, but then you never have to change it after that. So if you have like a booster pump with a VFD, maintain it at 50, whether you're sending water downstream or you regenerate, that's the perfect scenario. When I was in cation backwash at 30 GPM, usually you can hear the flow controls like whistling, controlling the flow. We didn't hear that at all. At 45 GPM on your carbon filters, there's no way you're getting 45 GPM because you were down to like 2 PSI. The rest of it, your regeneration portion of your lower pressures are okay, but when you're say sending water downstream and you're regenerating, your pressures are always going to change, and then the only thing that is going to be consistent is the way we set these pumps up. You're going to use more, I'll guarantee you use more chemical, and that's the way it is. Yeah, we're only flowing a gallon and a half, and we're down to 4.95, so